A train wrecked to spin fire. The NFT analyzer, diving deep into projects. He's the crypto energizer. From mint coins to tokens, he's got all the intel. Web3 is a tree, show you where to excel. He's got the insights like a digital magician, unveiling secrets of the blockchain with precision. Wild stories from the web, he's always in the know. Crypto community, vibing where the treasures flow. Web3 wonders,
Good morning.
on the scene.
And Mega GMs, welcome to the Swarm Report. Trying to good morning, man. Good morning, guys. All right, man, we're live on Abstract. We're live on X, live YouTube. We're live on Kick. Yeah, we're live on Kick today, too. Man, yesterday was weird. Weird day, right? Weird stream. I think yesterday was even like, yeah, okay, I'll say it. I think yesterday was like I think it was my second worst stream ever. I would put it at number one. But I just have a feeling, like I'm just thinking back. I'm going by like feels. I can't remember like a worse one. And by the way, that's not a Jeff CEO kind of. They were freaking awesome. Love them. No, I feel like I had a stream once where I left him like just dog shit. Like that was it. But no, yesterday was just kind of bad across the board, right? Internet out. So we lost like what 20, 30 minutes of the stream. Guest no show. Don't love that. I will say the Jeff CEO one, I like to kind of reflect on these things and learn. I didn't understand a lot of it. I left the stream and I should have asked more questions live, but when I talk to some of these guys, they're so smart. Some of these guys are so damn smart. So I'm like listening to him talk. I'm like, dude, okay. I think I'm getting it. Okay, that sounds good. That sounds big. That's different. I got to ask more questions about that stuff and just trying to feel out where do you ask some of these questions in, when a 30-minute kind of time slot, just stuff I got to start tweaking, right? We learned from everything. I want to run that back with those guys though. Get more insights. I think Will's going to cover that quite a bit more. In fact, on his spaces this morning, they probably dived in more. That said, that Jeff CEO project agent launching today, I think in the next hour, really, really spicy. Like I leave a conversation like that and I know the team can build the thing. I don't have to understand the thing. I just got to believe that the person building it's super capable, and he sure as hell is. I like that one. That might be the hottest unicorn launch we've seen yet. Right timing, too, because the market's so hot. So anyway, little self-reflection. Maybe the worst part of yesterday is so stupid. I like white pumpkins, right? If you watch the weekend stuff, you know my white pumpkin thing. I carved into my white pumpkin. It's not a pumpkin, dude. It's like some kind of melon. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing here lately, but it's time to get back on track. DK, good morning, man. Let's get into our show, man. We have our market talk that we're not going to miss today. And then Karum, actually, it's not Karum. It's Karum. I think it's Karum. But coming on the show in the second half. So coming up in about 25 minutes. Can't wait to chat with them. Lambert, I think the founder of Karum, coming on here. Yeah, I can't wait. First creator bid project coming on the stream. Really, really spicy product too. I'll save, any kind of talk about that for when they're on here. But yeah, really looking forward to that. That'll be a fun conversation. Smash a like on the show. Come over to CryptoSlam over on YouTube. Subscribe over here. Man, that thumbnail is pretty freaking cool. Markets what? It's kind of quiet out there right now, which you expect after a couple days of hype and excitement and a lot of that around the, X402. But market right now, everybody just waiting for FOMC tomorrow. Really is the next needle mover, maybe. Next thing to come. We have some streams coming up. Oh, let me tweet out the show, by the way. Hang on. Let's do that real quick. Okay, hang on. Let's get this tweeted out. But yeah, FOMC tomorrow. Rate cuts, they're most likely coming, although I actually see some people at least putting it out there, maybe not. Like maybe not. Nobody's expecting a 50 basis point cut. I'm there too. I think there's no way, no chance we get a 50 basis point cut. 25 almost definitely. And then there's a scenario where there's no cut and then maybe a 50 basis point cut before the end of the year, or maybe, and I don't quite know when they can do emergency cuts. I think it's actually whenever, but I think it opens up that no cut right now, emergency cut at any point that's needed. So I'm not like, I don't love the position we're in right now where we're going to look at prices. A 25 basis point cut is priced in. No cut's not priced in. 50 basis point cut also not priced in, but that's not happening. So yeah, I don't love where we're at now. I think for the most part, it just means we continue treading water here, or maybe have the potential to get wrecked. Don't love it. Also, I'm a little fuddy today, actually. Now that I think of it, I woke up in the middle of the night actually kind of bearish. Like I did. I do this a lot, and it's not a thing I stress about too. I don't stress about the market ever, right? I love this stuff. I enjoy the market. But I jumped up last night and I'm like, dude, is this like done? And we'll talk about why. We'll actually we'll have time to talk about that. A lot of that has to do with looking at like what's going on in NFTs, looking at Bored Apes. To me, we kind of want to save this. Maybe I should save it because we'll get to Bored Apes in a minute here. But Bored Ape floor price. I'm not gonna don't worry. I'm not gonna bring you down. No. I'm bullish as ever, like long term, but Bored Ape is a really, really interesting reflection, not on that project, but on the market. Who's got money, right? That to me is what Bored Ape price has fallen so hard really means. Okay, let's do the market first. We'll get to that pretty quickly though, because it's kind of important here. Anyway, guys, follow me at Hudah_idiot on X, CryptoSlam.io on X as well. Cool post out there. I will say this. Well, first off, builders, get your asses over in Slam Nation. We are putting together developers building in the SlamAI ecosystem, tapping into wallet DNA, getting their hands on very soon our SlamAI terminal, which is incredible, like really, really cool. Okay, there's times I'm not the techie. Well, I'm techie, right? But I'm not a dev. And there's times where like, oh, I can't wait to hear that, cats. There's times where something's explained to me about even the stuff we're building where something clicks different, right? It just like it clicks different. That happened for me yesterday with a tweet we put out, right? And it kind of walked us through some of these token endpoints we have. Let me grab it real quick. So like these token endpoints here that get you historical token prices, and I see it, I'm like, it's cool. I already get why it's cool and I get why it's useful, but like all of a sudden I was able to make this like analogy or this parallel. I'm like, oh, dude, this is like the Wayback Machine of blockchain. I don't know why I hadn't made that association before. Like maybe I wasn't understanding why you'd need historical data, but when I think of the like Wayback Machine, I can understand why sometimes I want to look at a website as of a certain date because I remember there were things happening and I want to be able to reference it. It matters more in crypto though, dude. It does, right? I was thinking of like token reports, and let's exactly like I put on this tweet: token reports, dashboards, tools, alpha, whatever, right? Everybody does it with like buyers, sellers, token price up, down, market cap, FDV up, down, things like that, right? Like really common stuff. But I'm like, dude, the insights you get if you can compare like all that stuff plus reputation on a specific date, and like not even a date, it's more granular. It's like at a block. You get like the reputation of the holders, then the IQ of the traders trading, then you get the smart money flows signals, then, and you start trying to find alpha in those patterns. That's different. And nobody has that. So that clicked for me. Yeah, that clicked for me in a big way. So anyway, builders come get tapped into it. We're giving out free credits to the ecosystem. Get on our API, pay over X402, by the way. We already have that implemented. But really, really cool stuff coming. Announcements coming to partners. By the way, Karum is a partner. We got a lot. Lots of cooking coming. I can't wait to see this. We'll talk predict base too. We'll get to that as well. MetaMask created a token claim domain. I saw that as well. Everybody thinks that's coming this year. It's coming. Lastly, SlamAI. underscore XYZ. All right. I was kind of expecting this market to, I wasn't expecting us to have a good day. I'll say that. News yesterday. Amazon's firing 30,000 employees starting today. And this comes right on the heels of us hearing that they're replacing like 600,000 jobs with robots. So I'm like, okay, I don't know if this is the start, but it's not it's not making me feel super optimistic right now. At all. Like at all. That said, market looks fine. Bitcoin 114.7, fine. ETH looking decent. Just over 4,100. Ripple 267. BNB 1142 and Solana over 200 now. We're looking all right now. Hey, good morning, Hoods. We're looking all right now. Oh, yeah, okay. Now we're live on Abstract. There we go. Over on ETFs, got to keep up with this. We have some big ETFs launching today, actually. But on Bitcoin yesterday, 149 million inflows. Good day yesterday. A decent day, actually. We got spoiled by having days like 500, 800 bill plus. So yesterday, decent. On the east side, 133 million inflows. Solana, I'm kind of expecting it to be red. Let's see. Nothing. 0. Okay. Not red. Multiple ETFs launching today. Yeah, wow. Bitwise has a Solana ETF. Canary is a Litecoin, and Canary, and HBAR. Wow. Yeah, big ETFs launching today. And we're about to get a flood of these. We will get the Trump ETF, the meme coin. We'll get a Pangu ETF. But like an infinite number of these crypto ETFs are coming. And they're going to come like kind of all of a sudden too. Kind of, I'm not bearish, by the way, guys. I'm not. Like you haven't seen Bear Hudah. It's a different dude. He'll be here again, but it's not here now. And U.S.-China trade war kind of quieting down. I said the other day, too, it's a pause. It's not done. It's just a pause. And at any moment that's just reignited. But it's a 12-month pause, maybe. Risk appetite returning, good. This is coming from Winter Mute. Good. Great for Q4. Troy, I heard another take on that, which made tons of sense. They weren't lining up to buy, they were lining up to sell. Which that makes a ton of sense. I kind of buy that, right? You know what I mean? Like that makes sense. Yeah. So FOMC tomorrow, again, expected 25 basis point cut. I just always go for the what if scenario, and the what if is no cut, followed by an emergency cut if needed, or 25 basis point cut in like December. Like I don't know, but it's expected it's 25 basis points priced in. Cats, pause on is this the tariffs? I think it's 12 months. If they don't cut, we're in trouble. It's a shit post, but if they don't cut, we're in trouble. This market nukes. We'll see. But I'm optimistic for a lot of reasons, but this actually plays into why, dude, Bored Apes ain't looking good, and why I get a little worried our bags are in trouble. Right, China, right? It's such an obvious thing, and I didn't think of it. Somebody said, I'm like, oh god, yeah, that would make sense. And then I saw videos. I was watching a video on YouTube of a guy who literally walks in like a gold shop, whatever, and is selling his watches and jewelry and stuff. I'm like, oh, dude, like people really were doing that. This is huge though. Coinbase partnering with Citi, making it easier for their clients to what? Transfer money, onboard money to crypto. Also, like your off ramp. Dude, big stuff coming. It's so huge. Doesn't move the needle for our bags at all. They're coming to stable coins. They're coming to, Bitcoin for sure. Oh, dude, I forgot about that. Right. We had a prediction on the show. I forget his name. I put it on my calendar. But a dude keeps coming to this show predicting Bitcoin all-time high on December 14th. Dude, I'll take it. I think he's like our Bitcoin angel. I buy the prediction. I don't know why, but we'll talk about it when we get there. I've got it on the calendar. Anyway, huge, does nothing for our bags, does in the long run bring more people to our bags, but like This ain't pumping us right now. It can't. But the base of users in crypto is going to explode. Again, not our bags, right? Stablecoin payments for what? It's B2B, payroll, global settlement, like awesome stuff. Everything we knew was coming. Normalizing crypto, but that's actually the thing killing the value of all of our bags. It's normalizing crypto. Again, I'm going to talk about that in a quick sec. Look out for these digital asset treasuries dumping crypto. They're going to. Here's ETHZilla selling $40 million worth of ETH, stock buybacks. We knew it's coming. It will come in a big. It'll come in a big way, and it's going to. It will wreck us. It will. For a little bit. Let me keep moving because time. Again, everybody's coming to crypto. Great. But like I'm stuck on the Bored Ape thing. Awesome event last week. Dude, just killer event last week. I mean, one of the best like IRL, not conference, but IRL events that I've seen, period, in crypto. Like, period. Well, let's just say NFTs. You know, new Clubhouse, the new avatars in their game. Awesome. Like, just awesome. Collabs, partnerships, like, you know, getting those big boy clips performing. And just, it's huge. Bored Apes are at basically an all-time low. Dude, so I was asking yesterday, and I wasn't sure. I'm like, dude, how low did they get in the bear market? Because I felt like we're lower than the bear market price, and we are. Dude, Bored Apes are, you can say, an all-time low, right? Since they're like parabolic rise, like they've never been lower after that. Their last I checked, like under 7 ETH. 6.5 ETH. And look, we've played this game. We've talked about it on this stream years ago. We did it in the bear market. We've done it at the beginning of this bull market too. We're like, what price are you buying a Bored Ape at? And I think my take was always around like 1 or 2 ETH, or maybe it was even like half an ETH. It's not much. It's like a few $1,000. Bored Apes are under 7 ETH, and they're going lower. They're going to like 5, and they might go to 4. And all of it depends on like, when do people get money? When do people make money? This is not a symptom of Bored Apes aren't worth 7 ETH. It's not that, because no NFT is worth what it's worth other than a CryptoPunk. None of them. No crypto's worth what it's worth. Like, what does it even mean, right? No, all it is, and I don't mean all it is because it's a big deal. It's just a reflection of like buyers right now that they don't have money, right? You're going to hold if you think the price can go up. You're also holding if the price goes down, but you don't mind losing value because you've got money, or you know you're going to make money somewhere else, like in the short term, right? You'll still hold if you're realizing losses. It's different, though, if you don't have money and you don't think you got wins coming, you're out. You're going to like preserve whatever you can get. That's what's really going on here. And then it's back to like, well, where's the support come? Where do people buy at? I don't think it's at 5 ETH. You'll find some support. I don't know if it's at 4 ETH. Probably 3, more likely 2, but like, you know, it's like what price. And so the question for you guys, remembering like not just going by ETH price, US dollar price, where are you buying? Are you buying still for, you know, what is this, 25, 26,000, 27,000? Are you spending 27,000 on a JPEG right now, other than a CryptoPunk? Or are you spending, I mean, okay, how about this? Are you spending $5,000 on a JPEG right now? Are you? Because 5,000 is like just over an ETH. And I don't think I'm spending $5,000 on a Bored Ape right now. I don't know who. Okay, there's probably enough crypto bros who are going to spend that. They're fine. They're not going to be under 1 ETH. I'm curious around 2. They're probably not going to be under 2, but I'm curious. Like 3, I can see them getting to. There's going to be a level where they find support. There's enough rich crypto bros, but there's not enough. And I'm telling you, majority of traders they're not liquid. Or they don't have confidence that they're going to be stacking some wins here coming up. They're not going to go spend right now. So it's funny how it happens, right? The more it's normalized, that's what happens. What happened to meme coins? What happened to, NFTs? What happened to AI coins? What's about to happen to 402s? Price pumps. You speculate like crazy when you don't get it. When you start getting it, price comes down. right? Because you can start valuing it. The value of this, right? $27,000 for an awesome conference. That are you making money on it? And if you're rich enough, you don't care if you're making money. You just want to have the thing or be in the thing. And we're gonna see where that level is with Bored Ape soon. I think the only crypto out there that doesn't play by those rules is Bitcoin and CryptoPunks. And there's definitely some others, but that's kind of it. Maybe like the hyper NFTs, because like I think a lot of those guys have made a fuck ton of money and they don't care. They're just going to hold it. Actually, some of the cult coins, like cult NFTs, I think kind of play into that too. Not great. And it's only going to get more normal. It's only getting more normal. It's just more people are coming by the tens of millions coming into crypto and prices just go down. It's just how it'll work. Now, okay. Opportunities only increase too. So how do you make that make sense? I don't know yet. But if everybody's coming to crypto and everybody's going to be launching tokens and we'll see massive token launches. We'll get opportunities all the time. You're going to miss most of them though. I think it's us. Like what has to change is us and how we trade, and we got to be faster. We got to be less attached. It's all the things we know, but you've got to change your game right now or you're kind of done in this market. The belief in hold forever, it kind of doesn't work anymore. Although today it kind of worked on virtuals. Let's see if I can get time to get to that. Yeah, let's keep moving. I got to feel out the time into this show, right? I kind of think this show's, I don't know, dudes. I kind of think this stream's got to be 2 hours or something. Yeah, Choina, there you go. Choina, what price for you? What price are you getting a Bored Ape? Cat, same thing. What price are you doing getting a Bored Ape? I'm telling you, for me, it's very little. Okay, if this is real, this is great news. This is, to me, the one thing that moves the needle for our bags. The one thing, strategic Bitcoin reserve, countries acquiring Bitcoin. No, but realistically, Cats, okay, you never want one, but what price are you buying one because you actually think there's upside on it? Like you think, okay, it's way too cheap. Or do you think there's no upside? If countries start buying Bitcoin, game on. That's different. That's the one catalyst I can see that sends us and gets us back into, honestly, maybe 21, 22 mode. France considering bill to accumulate 2% of Bitcoin's total supply. If that's real, I don't know if it is. If that's real, then we do the same and other countries do the same. Yeah, see, guys, interesting. I haven't either. And then there's also a price I would get in. But when I start thinking in thousands of dollars, like 5, 6,000, 8,000, like not at 8,000, not at 2 ETH. I still am not doing it at 2 ETH. I think we're about to see with a lot of people, like money where your mouth is, where you're really getting in. I think a lot of people are not. I think people might be shocked how far those can fall. Okay, that's huge if it's real. If it's real, it's a big freaking deal. One of the few things that saves us. We'll see. Mega ETH pre-sale going on right now. $531 million, over $500 million committed to this pre-sale, guys. Crazy money being thrown at this thing. People are going to make a lot of money here. A lot of money. Hypothetical FTV is 10.6 bill right now. This is going to be a monster token. Monster. Incredible things. I'm with Gainsey here, though. I'm like, it's an L2. I love it. I knew this would happen because it's so like cabal-y, right? It's so cabal-y, and it's great. I think it's great tech or good tech or what I think it is. I'll buy that, but like, it's so cabal-y. I'm not talking bad cabal, but I mean like the main characters on crypto Twitter are all, they're in this thing. They're driving the thing, and they're great dudes, but very obvious this is going to happen. So, and I think this one will do well, but I'm still with Gainsey. It's an L2. I've not seen the L2 adoption, and the L2 that'll get adopted to me is going to be base. Because if Mega ETH's big thing is it's fast, that all these chains are going to end up getting very, very fast. Abstract got very fast. So let me go real quick to AI, and then we got Karum. I hope I say it right, dude. Karum. I think it's Karum. I'm pretty damn sure at this point. Let me make sure that we're definitely still on. I know we're still on with them. I don't think I'm gonna have ShopX back on, by the way. I think that ain't happening. Oh, damn. Well, you just messaged you booked Monday. I think I'm not gonna do that. I don't know. You guys tell me, should I have ShopX on? I want to know from you guys. ShopX comes on, yes, no. I looked, by the way, at our messages. Bad communication. I don't want to say bad, not perfect communication from my side. Although I think it was pretty clear, but it wasn't perfect and not good communication. It was bad communication. Also, it was really clear we had a stream coming up. So, you guys tell me, you want ShopX on? Yes, no. Do I give people a chance? Like, I don't want this to be an ego thing, but like, I get up early for this stuff. I put work in. Okay, Kung Fu Panda Pudgy Penguins partnership is Telegram stickers. I think I was expecting more, although that's cool, but I was expecting more. I want to jump to virtuals, man. Oh, Magic Eden packs. They sold more. They raised more money. They did more sales in their NFT packs than a whole week of NFT volume. Huge. Huge. They're going that direction. They're going hyper gaming, gambling. I think prediction market. They're going crazy. They're Magic Eden's got interesting shit coming. All right. Clemente says AI season ain't happening. ICO Beast is correct. Guy who didn't even trade these coins with an opinion on AI. Yeah, come on. Predict base live odds live. Incredible. I got some markets to launch. I know Katz has some alpha. We'll probably, share it in the chat, man, or we do it Friday. But Katz is going in and breaking this down. CyberKong's new show coming out, a weekly show. You might recognize one of the hosts there. Kicks off tomorrow. Tune in. I can't wait. I want to bring some virtuals people. Like, I want to expose, different communities to this stuff. Cookie. I know I'm moving fast now. Cookie.fun removed Tether. Dude, only took like 2 months, but Tether blown away. Good. Now we see the real market cap, 8.6 bill. Very nice. And then let's quickly review launches. Cool. Okay, cats. Jeff CEO live in 1 hour, an hour and a half. It's going to do really well. Really well. I do want to shout out VPay as the neobank meta's coming. It was Cats. That was definitely Cats. Nice play, Cats. Good job, man. Look at VPay, though. Look at VPay. Dude, VPay touched 17 mil. 17 mil for VPay. Monster. And like the meta, I think the neobank meta has barely started. I don't see anybody talking about neobanks. And these guys are up to 15 mil right now, but 17 mil they touched. I think that VPay one, I think it's got 50 incoming. Right. I think they got 50 incoming. Neobanks is going to be a strong meta. I actually think stronger than robotics. That might sound crazy. I'm not sold on it. I say shit and I don't even believe what I say. I don't know. I just know neobanks has got like, my friends are, holy fucking cats. My friends aren't talking about neobanks. You guys are. My friends here are. Yeah, dude. Well, Cats VPay staking rewards, and also they got an Arbus campaign that's worth like 150,000 or something like. Come on, crazy. That's incredible. VPay's legit. I need them back on the show. I need them. All right. GG's to VPay. Want to get them back on. Okay, how about this, guys? How about this? If I'm thinking ShopX coming on or not, I wanted VPay on because I wanted everybody to have the opportunity, and they didn't have other shows to go on. I need to be consistent there, right? I need ShopX on here. I think that's right. I'm pretty sure. Anyway, well, I'll think about that. Sushi on the board now. I don't know. Most of this, skip it. We're not in that market where you throw your money at everything, right? Sushi, I don't know. Meme coin. Virgin X402. I actually was talking some smack about this one on the timeline. I'm like, just the grifty stuff, get it out. Now, like, he actually replied and he's like, dude, yeah, okay, how about Vader with the Virgin coin? And, you see where Virgin's at like 600K market cap now. The difference is, and I replied to him, the difference is like Vader brought thousands of people to base. Vader worked here. Like Vader put in the time and the work, and he brought eyeballs and he onboarded people. We'll go play in his meme coin. We get meme coins. We get it. We know they're all going to zero. We'll play it though if you like are one of us and you put in the work. We're not going to throw our money at a thing from a person we don't know who's done nothing for the space. That said, like, I don't mean that to sound shitty too. I like anybody who's playing and like is feeling something and using this as a way to like kind of, what's the word? I'm trying to think the right way, perfect way, like get their message out there. right? If he's feeling conviction to do this thing and rally the community, I love that. I'm just not buying it, and I think you're wasting people's time. Lurky comes on Thursday. Going to be that might be the biggest launch we've had. It's between Jeff CEO and Lurky at this point, I think. Lurky, I think, might be the one. Guys, I'm not alone thinking Lurky could be 10 mil kind of quickly, right? Hey, let me make sure with Karum. Let me make sure I got them the link. We're not leaving anything up to chance today. What do you think? 10. Okay, this should be a market on Predict Base, but I'm going 10 mil. Ah, that's what's up. All right. I knew Karum would be here. I know I'm saying it wrong too. All right, Lambert, I see you, man. Dude, give me a thumbs up whenever you're ready. I'm watching. Okay. I think he's good. I think we're good. All right. The man's ready. Let's do this. Throw your predictions real quick in the chat. Lurky market cap prediction. I'm going 10. We'll stick with that. Lambert, good morning, man.
What's up, dude? How you doing?
Yeah, good here. How about you?
Yeah, pretty good, man. Pretty good. Pretty sweet day.
All ready for you? Good. Yeah. Dude, okay, question. This is the appropriate question to start with. How do I say? Is it Karum? Is it Karum? Is it neither?
It depends where you're from. I say Karum.
Okay.
Funny enough, it's a word that comes from Assyria. So Assyria was like modern day Turkey. I don't know, in like 3000 BC, so a long time ago, and it means bazaar. So this is where like merchants would like do trade. This is why we chose it.
Yeah, I like the name like way more now. Okay, I heard it in like one of the promo videos that it was pronounced that way. I'm like, got it. And now the name is like extra fitting for what it is you guys do, which we'll get to in a quick second. I gotta ask, like, okay, this week's been really spicy for AI, right? X402 exploding here. And then we got that crypto report, and I think it was like AI 16 or A16Z that put it out, but saying like $30 trillion are going to be spent like either by agents or influenced by agents. And that's by like within, at this point, 4 years, 5 years. So that got you like reinvigorated at all? They didn't tell you anything that you didn't know already, but hearing other people like get that message, that gets you a little more like juice this week?
Yeah, man. I mean, that's great. This is why we created Karum in the first place, right? So and then I posted something earlier this week. It's like, oh yeah, like this is a good start. 30 trillion is a good start, but we think that eventually, 99% of the GDP is going to be run by agents. I hope this is the case, and I hope that humanity still exists when this happens. And yeah, so the world GDP is 130 trillion. So, it's a big market, man.
Yeah, I'm with you. And I don't know. I think all the people here see it going that direction. And like, that's why we've been here, like playing the betting on, agents and tokens and learning, like,
Right.
why not get ahead of that wave that's pretty freaking obviously coming? Yeah. All right. Let's get to Karum and give us like an overview of what it is. And actually, like, when did you guys launch?
We launched in July 31st.
Okay.
So almost 3 months ago, the day before day.
Okay. All right. Very cool. Yeah. Tell us about it.
Yeah. So again, like Sergio and I, we share the same thesis. So Sergio, my co-founder, we share the same. We're both like, playing with AI agents, and we both had the same thesis. Is that if your time horizon is long enough, like what I just said, like 99% of the GP is going to be executed by AI agents. So and this is like if 99% of the GP is executed by AI agents, then humans get to actually be humans and not live for work, and so we get out of this like humans exploiting other humans loop. And this is a vision that's really compelling to us. So we kind of said, okay, we need to get together and to do something to accelerate that vision. And this is how Karum came to be. We want to make sure that agents can trade amongst each other as soon as possible. So this is like the long-term vision for Karum. Um, there's still a bit of time until we get there. Like it's a very emerging space, and the more you work in it, the more you realize how emerging it is. Um, so right now we need to focus on. We are in production. We have a terminal running where we have our own Karum orchestrator that's already asking agents to do stuff around that, a bit like Butler in virtuals, right? But we do that cross ecosystems. So right now we are already linked to ACP, and then we have a few agents from BitTensor, and then we're gonna start integrating other agents. We have someone from that's built on Solana coming soon. We have Web2 agents as well. So yeah, and now we've run this in production for, I don't know, maybe a month. We've been learning a ton about the product, and now we're actually in the last few the last few steps of like a new direction, like not really a pivot, but like a refocus on how we want to position Karoom so that it has utility in the real world. I think that's the main thing now.
It's you haven't announced that new direction, right? Okay. I've seen you like teasing that there's like, announcements coming, and yeah, I'm like, okay, I haven't seen it yet.
Nah,
Interesting. Everybody's
it's not
heads
ready.
go right to robotics, but I don't know if that's like too obvious or nothing about that. You probably can't say
Nah,
what it
nah.
means yet.
I mean, not. But I can say something about it. Robotics isn't it? I think that robotics is cool, but it's like it's also long years away. So I think it's super interesting. I think that as a private investor, you're generally lacking investment opportunities into robotics. So if you can get some real investment opportunities into real companies, not LARPs, then I think that it's great. But they are already like there are a lot of gaps in how companies work today in general, and this is where we're gonna go.
Interesting. When might we get that announcement?
Soon. So we're like closing in on stuff. We want to go out in the world with like a real strategy. Um, so yeah, just like running the last few kinks, and yeah,
That's
we'll
cool.
get there soon.
No, soon is perfect. Soon is perfect. We know how the crypto time
PM.
frame works too. I'm sure it's soon. All
Yeah.
right, more into Karoom. Okay, I when I first learned of it, man, I have so many questions to be honest. But I thought it was like an ACP competitor, and it's like in a way it is, but it's a lot more, right? Because it's like everything in ACP, but like also everything else out there in like the whole agentic ecosystem, right? It doesn't matter what framework the agents are built on, it's got them all connected. But so are the agents all working as a swarm together through Karoom, or is this very direct, like human to agent through Karoom, but also maybe like agent to agent? Or again, are they all talking to each other?
Yeah. I mean, with the first part of your question, like, uh, I don't think that we're a competitor to ACP. Like, we work with ACP, we integrated with ACP, and we do need frameworks like ACP to offer agent services through Karoom. The thing is like, as I used to invest in tokenized securities back in the days, back in 2018, and you had like a new standard every week, right? And everyone wanted to be the standard. The reality is that you're always going to have competing standards, and it's a good thing, right? Like, you want an environment where you have like competing standards, so that it actually remains like a healthy ecosystem, and then people are actually innovating, right? You don't want to have like one main thing. And maybe like the team at Virtuals is not going to like I'm saying that, but ACP is going to end up being one of the many standards. I think it's one of the most advanced out there, and they did a tremendous job. But you're still gonna need to have some kind of interoperability. Then you have people like at the Ethereum Foundation doing ERC 8004. It's going to be another standards. So yeah. So our goal is really to have to have as many services as possible. So to use that, we just aggregating all of those different ecosystems, um, so that we can offer more like the equivalent in in DEXs would be liquidity. We want to offer most agent services. So and then the second part of the question, right now it's very simple. Right now we have it's really like Butler, but are working we are working on multi-agent orchestration, right? So how to have a plan, then like a user comes then with an intent, like for example, like write me 5 articles about um, domain XYZ. Then it sounds like a very simple task, but actually you need to research, you need to plan, you need to choose the titles, and then you need to write, right? And all of this could be done by like 4 different agents. So we're working on that, like multi-agent orchestration from within one ecosystem or multiple ecosystems, right? Like you could have in one job, you can have one agent from BitTensor working with data from Virtual Agent, for example.
That's very cool. Did X402 really open that up for you as well? Like, did that unlock new? I mean, in a way, maybe did that accelerate how much quicker this will actually develop?
I think so. I am ambivalent. Sorry about this X402 thing, because like we integrated back in September, and it's cool. I think it's very elegant in its simplicity, and I think that this is why um, it's gonna get a lot of adoption. And it's really cool that it shed the light on our ecosystems again, right? Because it was a little bit like it's a little bit more subdued, and I hope that it triggers like another wave, because we really do need innovation in this space. We need more agents, right?
Yeah.
But then at the end of the day, it's like just like a very simple protocol to be able to pay agents, right? And then there's a lot of other stuff that I think are needed to have like a healthy agent economy, and this is what like ACP does, and this is something that we do as well, which is like you need discoverability, you need coordination, you need reputation, and you need settlement. So settlement for payments. So X402 maybe would be the universal settlement layer. I do think that it's going to be one of the competing standards, like everything else. So, but yeah, but I'm happy of the development of the past few weeks, to be honest.
Yeah. No, I love that take. We were trying really hard here to help like people like set their expectations, because I mean, you saw the timeline, everybody just giga bullish, and we saw, I mean, everybody
Yeah.
taking advantage of that it was so hot, and everybody launching, people saying they're launching on X402, and I couldn't even make that make sense, right? I saw an NFT that launched, and I'm like,
Yeah.
the NFT's on base. You took a payment over X402, if you even did it, but I'm like, that's cool, but it's not what it is. I
Yeah.
think quickly people are realizing what it is. So again, I appreciate you being super realistic about it. And yeah, I think it's good for the community to hear that. How do you solve some of these issues too, like the discoverability, which is like the most important thing right now? Like as builders are building, you need people to find your products so they can use them. How do you focus, or what is your focus on that to grow?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So this is part again of like this like refocus. I think because this is a little bit like what happened to us. Like we have this terminal, right? And we need to find users. And one of the reasons we started Karum as well, that we're talking with a lot of agent creators, and they're like, I would like more distribution for my agent, like right, like I want more buyers, and I think that this is what we're lacking right now. So if it's like crypto agents, I think are doing all right, because there's a lot of like activity in crypto. I think that other than crypto agents, I'm not doing that right, because we have a problem of like taking those agents out in the world. And this is really what we want to focus on with this new like like slight light pivot, let's say. And yeah, and we just need to apply the Web2 playbook to growth. you know, and
Yeah.
then you have like many things. The first thing being build a product that's fucking useful, you know, to real people, and have them pay with credit cards, you know, with a Stripe account, and end of the story, and then abstract all that, you know, crypto sometimes BS, you know,
Yes.
away in the background. They don't need to think about it. Just like build a Web2 product that's going to be the face, and then, you know, like the crypto mullet, 100%. And then in the back, you do whatever you want. You can do launch pads. You can do, I mean, everything you want.
That's incredible. The crypto mullet. That's incredible. I'm going to use that, dude.
Oh yeah, you never heard
Never
about
heard
it?
that, man. No, I need it.
Yeah, it's for TradFi. It's like, you know, like TradFi in the front and crypto in the back.
Yeah. Dude, that's beautiful. Oh man, I love it. Okay. Oh, we're all familiar with like all the like crypto agents, but because you're very focused on the Web2 side too, are there agents out there that we've never heard of that are actually really big? Like, you know, like a Grok or something else? Like, is there a whole other world of agents that like we probably don't even know about?
Yeah, man, there's companies raising 20, 30 million rounds almost every day at this point. You have the thing is, we we looked into that quite closely. It's a fascinating space. You have in each like vertical, like you know, marketing or data analysis or whatnot. You have a few market leaders, but then they're completely vertical and they're closed off, right? Like they don't have APIs. Like you need to use their platform. Otherwise, you have horizontal AI to embed in your workflow as a company, and those are also like making a killing, raising a shit tons of money. But it is agentic, right? But then it's more of like an enterprise kind of thing, and I think that, and then you have like other like smaller agents that do use APIs, but they're not really agents, you know, that like APIs with a layer of LLM, which is cool. You know, it's a good start. It's a good start. Um, but yeah, I think there's a big opportunity here, a very big opportunity to do what I call unbundle Web2 agents. So you have like Jasper, for example, in marketing. So this is a closed agent. It's huge, right? It does a lot of things marketing, right? Um, so I think that there's a lot of opportunity to like take Jasper and unbundle it and make it like crypto open agents, so that you can offer atomic services and not the whole bundle. And I think that this would help a lot of people out there. It would help a lot of like SMEs and small startups that don't have the means necessarily to, you know, pay for Jasper, and it would help other agents that need atomic services and not the whole bundle. Um, so yeah,
That's perfect. So that's a perfect example. Like I probably should know that Jasper exists, and I don't, because I'm just focused on crypto AI, as are most
right.
people here, I'm sure. So like, but it makes sense that you need to get them plugged into that same ecosystem too. If they're raising the kind of money you're saying they're raising, they matter a lot. They're important. So get them working with some of our great agents on this side too. It makes, I mean, perfect sense. Great. It's cool to hear you're focused
Exactly.
on that side. Dude, I also loved in your ecosystem. I don't know if this is live now or if it's like kind of a roadmap thing, but like as you're working with agents, they actually negotiate prices for the task. Is that live right now?
No, you have like, it's not live, mainly because we haven't implemented it, but also because we didn't put it as a priority, because we realized that a lot of uh, agent builders today don't have that. Some have, you know, good mention to like CryptoSlam, the Swarm. They do have something like that. You do have something like that. So yeah, but a lot of people don't have it. So
Clever idea. I mean, for me, it unlocks that idea of like that truly autonomous, you know, like agentic network, right? And I love that idea of them negotiating and competing with each other, both for like the output quality of their work, but also like pricing, get it super competitive. It it gets just gets more
exactly.
fun that way. It sounds more real. Like that's how it really would work, and you're focused on that, you know, building it, which is pretty damn cool, man. Your token. What token utility? What do we have for token utility in your ecosystem for your token? Because I think you have staking rewards that also tie into like creator bid rewards. Like, get into some of that.
Yeah, I mean, Creator Bit have their own set of rewards, and they have bid emissions that are proportional to agent purchases. So if you purchase X amount of Karum, then at the end of the month, you get X% of the bid emissions. So this is like what Creator Bit do. On our side of things, we use it more right now is to unlock access to the platform. In the future, when it's going to be open to more people, it's going to be to unlock special perks. There are very cool mechanics with the trust layer that we're building, where you could have agent builders staking Karum as would validators do with the risk of slashing, and then they would give you like a higher score in your trust graph, in because you're basically putting your money where your mouth is. Then we could also have mechanics where token holders could stake to their preferred agent to show support, with also the risk of being slashed. There was increase like the trust score of the agent. There's lots of game theory into that, so we want to be like very intentional about how we implement it. And then there's your good old buyback and burn.
Yeah, and you recently, I think, well, you'll probably have to explain exactly what it was, but it looked like you had maybe like 25. You had a big chunk of token supply that had unlocked, and you relocked it. I think. Let me pull up the tweet. I think that's what I
Yeah,
saw. Yeah,
yeah,
love
you got that right. You have um, you have with Curator Bit, you have 30% token allocation for the team. So we relock 25% of it, 20% over a year. So it's like a full cliff that unlocks a year from now. 5% it gets vested over the period of 3 months, and then 5% liquid, just if we need to cover costs or pay partners and stuff like that.
Yeah, love it, love it. Why'd you guys choose to launch on Creator Bid instead of virtuals? I've been fascinated by Creator Bid, and it's just a time thing. I've never found the time to get to like dive in, but I know all of us need to. We should have been there already, but yeah, what was that decision like?
It was a little bit serendipitous, to be honest. We knew a guy, we knew them, and they were about to launch V2 and what they called like created sales. And it was back in summer, so not long after the Vision Points thing, and virtuals were slammed, man. So we felt that, and there's a very interesting angle with Creator Bid, with what they get going with the Bitensor ecosystem. So we thought it was interesting, and we had like a lot of support from the team that we love. So yeah.
Yeah, and they are great. Like we've been chatting with them. They're like really, really great people. The product's awesome, and you see like a lot of people from virtuals now, not shifting, but also again putting rightfully the attention over the two. Like Will's putting some focus there. Actually, Will's now starting to do a weekly show featuring Creator Bid. Right, it's great. And we are. I think Will is a what do they call it?
A curator.
There we go, dude. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, so
Yeah.
Will's a curator there. Graham's already a curator. There's a lot of familiar faces are in that ecosystem. Creator Bid's really coming up, which great for Karum just because I think it's going to bring more energy to that side. And like I said, it needs it. I want to get more Creator Bid projects on this show too. But yeah, just happy to see that ecosystem coming up here. Which yeah, again, love that. You have a private beta. I don't know if that's very recently that opened up or if it was there already, but Karum token holders get access to, is it the terminal?
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. We opened it up a month ago or something like that, but we distributed what you call like OG badges. Yeah, exactly here to people that like didn't sell their allocations, and then like every week we check, and if you sell all your Karum, your badge gets burned. So we use that as like to open up the platform, gradually, because we want to test it gradually and like get all the data from the tests. And then there's also like there's going to be an airdrop in the future linked to activity. So we wanted to open up the platform to OGs first, so like, reward them for the support. And now we just open it to token holders that have more than 5,000. Again, we're like gradually opening up so that we can gradually test and collect data. But yeah, I don't think that the terminal as it exists today is going to survive the pivot. Maybe it will. I'm not sure. But something similar is going to emerge out of it. So it's not going to be too different.
Does that have to do with kind of your pivot that's coming up too?
Yeah.
Interesting. Oh yeah. Well, I'm curious how it changes and how that affects the product. That's super interesting. By the way, I love your guys' art. Does that stay? Like, I don't know if you're going through a whole like even rebranding too, or if the art stays, but I love your guys' art. Like, right, just the vibe of the project's cool. I had fun putting together the thumbnail here.
Yeah. Cheers. Yeah. It does. It does have quite a bit of character. I would love it to stay, but unfortunately, it's not in the. It doesn't adapt. It's not adapted to the codes of like tech products in general. So we might keep some of it, but if you want to blend in with like the offer out there, we're gonna go to have through a light rebrand, I think.
Okay. All right. Well, that'll be splashy too. I'm sure whatever it is gonna be great.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Hey, back to OG badges real quick. Are those NFTs by chance?
They are, yeah.
Oh no shit. Okay.
They are Salbon tokens.
Dude, I love that a lot. So was always hoping we saw more like NFT, just more NFTs in the AI ecosystem. They just seem to fit, like I like tokens, right? I like fungible tokens, but I always thought like gating access to terminals or using an agent, this, that, like I always thought gating it with an NFT made a lot of sense. So I like even gating access behind an NFT, soulbound or not, whatever. I think that's cool.
Yeah, there's have you heard of the INFT from 0G?
I saw the name and no, I'm not familiar with it. So
Yeah, it's quite interesting. So they created a whole standard for it. They call it INFT, and they actually represent an agent through NFTs. So the agent is going to have some metadata that is actually that's going to have like the data from the agent attached in it, and then you can fractionalize the NFT, and then you can distribute it, and then you actually distribute the ownership of an agent, right? Like today with the tokens, you just have like a token that represents something. It's not like direct ownership into the agent. So it kind of using NFTs in a cool way.
dude, I'm literally throwing that in Grok right now. That's super cool. Maybe now I feel like I had heard about it a few months back, I think, but no, that's cool. Is it its ownership? Is it also like some of its training? Like it's like, I don't know, soul in a way?
Yeah. All the training, if you're using a custom model, all of that is like encapsulating to the NFTs metadata.
That's freaking awesome. Okay. INFT. Non-fungible token integrates artificial intelligence capability. I'll read that later, but that's super cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we're growing all the directions I was hoping we would. Love to see that.
Yeah, and again, I think that as hearing myself talk, and I think it's a common thing. It's like we're so freaking early, man. Like we think that we're late stage, but we might be a little bit less stage in this bull run. Maybe not, but agent wise, we're really, really, really at the beginnings. Like reminds me of like I don't know DeFi in 19, right? Or tokenized securities back in 17. Like and tokenized securities like are really maturing today. Like I mean, they're called real world assets now. It's really coming to fruition today, and so it's been what 8 years. So we have quite a lot in front of us, I think.
Yeah. All right. So we had like the comparison, like ACP was 1999 of like the internet, and like I feel that still. I don't think we've gotten much further at all. Like maybe with that analogy, we got a couple months further along, but not much. It sounds like you agree
Agreed.
there too. Like we're really, really like incredibly like still beta almost, right? Or alpha even. It's really early.
Yeah, man. I mean, most agents and us included, and ACP included, like we all running betas, 100%. So yeah, it's exciting, but
Big time. Yeah, I want to be here
yeah,
for
yeah.
when it when it grows up. We'll be here the whole way, I hope. Any final maybe thoughts or parts of the platform you want to make sure that people know about?
So it's a little bit we're a little bit in a hinging moment here, since we're gonna go through the live pivot in a week or so.
There, we got the date. Nice.
So yeah, hopefully, I don't know. There's lots of moving parts, uh, but yeah. So I think that it's going to be like the strategic direction of Karum is going to be much clearer. So what's like our core? So we have this called dynamic agent commerce. Um, so all I've said about like the discoverability, orchestration, trust, and settlement, this is not going to change. We're still going to keep on building it. So this is like the original vision for the agent to agent commerce. So this we're still going to build in the background, but I think that like the strategic direction of like the customer facing application or customer facing part of Karum is going to be much more evident in the next few weeks, and we hope that both the market and our Karum token holders are get excited about it.
Dude, that's awesome. All right, after your maybe announcements and getting that platform out there a little more, you got to come back on and share it, and we'll dive back into it, and we can do a before after comparing the platform and talk direction going out. Love it, dude. It's really exciting stuff.
We'd love to, man.
Awesome.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, of course, guys. Let me throw up some socials on the screen. There we go. Karum_AI. Give them a follow. You can find them on CreatorBid. They have a token that's over there. Can you trade tokens on CreatorBid? I know you can like buy them pre-sale stuff, but can you actually swap over there too?
Yeah, for sure.
There we go. There's Karum. I'll drop you guys a link to CreatorBid after as well. Here's Lambert. Let's throw that in the chat. But here's Lambert on X as well. Give them a follow. Keep up on what they're doing. I'll cover them when I see updates from them anytime. We'll cover them now on the show here. And of course, guys, you can follow us at CryptoSlam.io on X. I'm not going to go. Well, let's pull it up. Let's do it. Hang on. There we go. Boom. Give us a follow, CryptoSlam.io over there. Come over to YouTube and subscribe as well. It's CryptoSlam on that side. Back tomorrow with another fun guest. We got Tatum coming on. But Lambert, thank you again, man. Appreciate your time and love it. Love it.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. It was great, man.
Thank you, sir.
We'll speak soon.
Take care, guys.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.